Hi, this is Neeti Roy. Welcome to my channel. A few days back, I watched the Netflix series Baby Reindeer, and truly speaking, I have not been so terrified and consumed after watching a web series for a long time. Baby Reindeer stays with you. Yes, it was much darker and more disturbing than I expected, but it is one of the best shows I watched recently on OTT. I am the kind of audience who prefers to binge watch a series because I don't want to break the show's rhythm. But trust me, Baby Reindeer is a show one can't and one shouldn't watch in a go. It's brilliant, but it's not an easy watch. Today in this video, let's take a closer look at Baby Reindeer, now streaming on Netflix. And yes, I have tried to keep this video spoiler free.
You're a comedian?
Sort of.
It's not going well.
So is that a question?
Somebody hurt you, didn't they? Who was it?
Martha, can you let go of my hand now, please? Martha, please let go!
Don't you dare!
Baby Reindeer is a black comedy thriller series created by Richard Gadd, who is also playing the main lead. The series is based on Gadd's real-life experience of being stalked and sexually assaulted in his 20s. Yes, it haunts you a little more after you get to know that whatever is happening in the series has happened to someone in real life. Someone has gone through that trauma for real. Before proceeding further, I want to say that this series deals with mental health issues, trauma and abuse, but yes, with utmost care. The story revolves around Donnie Dunn, played by Richard. He is a struggling stand-up comedian who works in a pub. One fine day in a pub, Donnie gives a free Diet Coke to a woman named Martha. Little does he know that this one simple act of kindness will soon transform into a nightmare that changes his life forever. The character of Martha, played brilliantly by Jessica Gunning, will surely give you chills. Martha becomes obsessed with Donnie and starts to stalk and message him by email. Not one or two a day, but hundreds and thousands of it. The story begins with a candid approach, but soon turns into a dark, disturbing, and thought-provoking world. The writer weaves a complicated and intriguing narrative that will hook you till the end. Over 7 relatively short episodes, Richard Gadd as Donnie allows us to get an insight into his thoughts during that period of being exploited. Why did he find it difficult to create a boundary in the case of Martha? What makes him ruin the relationship with Terry, a trans woman he was in love with? Why he's so vulnerable and has self-doubts? With a few flashback segments, we come to know all the harrowing experiences he faced in past and understand how his issues go much deeper than the Martha case. The thing is, the series is not only about the victim but also about the abuser. We realize what any kind of drama can do to our mind without realizing it and takes us towards a dark end. What damage it can create and how difficult it becomes to overcome it, and sometimes impossible. There are a lot of discussions these days about mental health, and I think this web series talks very deeply about this issue. The performances are fantastic. Not only the main leads are very good, but the supporting cast also excels. Richard Gadd is just phenomenal as Donnie. He gives us all in every scene. As a struggling comedian desperate for success, he transports you to one of the most painful periods of his life. All his shattering experiences and exploitation will break your heart. I cried and cried during his breakdown moment. On the other hand, Jessica Gunning as Martha is so powerful. In one scene, you will be terrified of her, angry at her, but in another, you will feel empathetic towards her. Her unpredictable nature and reactions will keep you hooked to the screen. And truly speaking, her character left me emotionally shaken. The important thing is that Baby Reindeer does not preach you about mental health. It just shows how any kind of abuse can leave such a deep impact on you that you may not be able to get out of it for years and years. With a few scenes and dialogues, it also talks about the laws regarding stalking, especially with men. Like, Donnie goes to the police multiple times, but they don't take the case seriously until the damage is being done. The series points out that it is important to hear the voice of a male victim too. The writing of the show is one of its biggest strengths. It quite literally grabs your interest and refuses to let go until it's over. Also, the cinematography is excellent. The close up shots are frequently used, making the frames more intense and uncomfortable. The background score grows on you as well. To conclude, I just want to say that Baby Reindeer is a powerful, layered, and must watch series. It deals with many challenging themes like mental illness, stalking, sexual abuse, exploitation, and much more, which makes it more compelling and extremely important. The performances are outstanding and the content is thought provoking. This series already streaming on Netflix and getting love from all over. If you have not watched it yet, please do. I highly recommend it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching my channel. Bye bye.